Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of July 27th in my memory planner. This is an Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud planner, and I do have a full setup for this link down in the description below. I'm going to be using this Sail Away kit from Gilded Press. Super cute. Got some gorgeous silver foil. So here are the full boxes, and you've got some like 1/8 squiggly boxes. The bottom washi, so cute, and the date covers, which I haven't decided if I'm going to use those yet. They're really cute, but I have some really nice beachy ones from Simply Watercolor Co. too, so I'll see. And then you get headers, some sidebar stuff. I'm not sure what this is. I think it must be for a weekend banner, but I probably won't use that. Some flags and then some functional stuff. I'm going to pull out some more like boxes to mix in with this. This was a pretty busy week, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm getting started with the date covers from the kit, and I did just end up using the ones from the kit and these date dots from Sticky Sloth Designs, which are like my favorite date dots because they're so tiny, and it's like a really nice script and they're very tiny. But anyway, I am using that, and it felt so good to use silver foil. I like hadn't used silver foil in a while. I really love the way this spread turns out, and I absolutely love like this kit and the format of it. I would definitely buy from Gilded Press again. I just think this is like a really beautiful kit, even though I needed to pull in some more quarter box functionals. Anyway, despite how beachy this kit looks, we weren't at the beach this week. We were planning to go, but my daughter actually got sick late on Friday. She had croup, which she's all better now, and if you don't know, croup is like it's like an illness that only little kids get usually, and it's like it impacts their trachea. And anyway, it was really scary Friday night, and we actually did end up taking her to the ER because we thought it sounded like her breathing was obstructed. And she ended up being totally fine. They gave her like a steroid at the ER, and it made her feel all the way better, and that actually kept her until she was like better again, and she never had a fever. We never had any concerns that it was COVID. The doctor said there's no way it's COVID. We like felt totally fine with everything, and everybody is all better now, so all good. But it was really scary in the moment. But so anyway, we didn't want to be down at the shore because my brother and his wife, they have a baby too, so we didn't want to get their baby sick or anything. And then we did just drive down to the beach house, but not go to the beach on Sunday while everyone was still recovering. We decided that we were just going to drive down there because my daughter had to stay at a camp for like the first half of the next week because she had been sick, and so we had to wait for like all of her symptoms to go away and everything before she can go back, even though we knew it's not COVID. Like obviously you don't want to be going to school sick, so we just decided that we would stay at the beach house while we were doing that, where one, my mom was around to help, and then two, like we can go to the beach, and during the week it's like super empty, so it's no problem to maintain distance from everyone and everything like that. So we just wanted to be down there, and my husband wasn't going to go into the office while the kids were sick either. So anyway, that ended up being really nice the week after this, but this week we did miss out on our usual beachness. But I did just decide to go ahead and use this kit anyways because I didn't have any more summer kits left that were like non-beach kits anyways. I used them all before we got into July. The other thing that I will mention too is I almost did change inserts this week to be the Aura Estelle Cloud inserts, which I was just going to use until the end of the year, but I really don't like the paper on those inserts, and I feel like they're not like the papers, in addition to like not feeling super nice, and the stickers don't pull up from it very nice. They're very thin. I was having problems with pens ghosting on them, and then also I don't feel like the paper is bright enough white. Like I like a really bright white paper. So just because of that, and because I have these through the end of the year, I decided to just stick with the same inserts through the end of the year. And then next year, my plan is to buy the Crest Press inserts, which I've heard really amazing things about. So I can't wait for to have those, and I'm going to buy the dated inserts because I think I like dated inserts better for my memory planner. Even though I always use date covers, I just like the way the weeks and the months lay perfectly in a dated insert versus in undated inserts. They tend to you get the same number of like weeks in between each month, even though there's not the same number of weeks in between each month, if that makes sense. So anyway, that is kind of my game plan with inserts and sort of big picture what went on this week. Other than that, I did like a lot of reading this week. We watched some stuff on TV, just hung out and did more of the same as usual. And yeah, but so anyway, this already feels like so long ago, although it like really wasn't. But anyway, on Monday I had my regular work thing. And then I finished a book this day, I finished a book called Like a Love Story, which to be honest, I don't remember that much about. I think it was like a YA book that I read on the Kindle. It was okay. It was like, I think it was pretty good. I'm not sure. I honestly, it was not that memorable, I guess is what I'm saying there. And then I did my separately marked down reading. I think there was just like not that much going on this day, so I just was trying to fill in some space, and I like wrote down reading separately, which I don't usually do if I finish a book in a day. I like assume that I'm reading if I finished a book in a day. It was a really just like slow, chill, relaxing day. I did my work, I did reading, I didn't really do anything else. And we also I made a slow cooker chili this day. Again, not something I always mark, but I hadn't used the slow cooker in a while. I've been like super, super, super obsessed with the air fryer lately, but it's nice to bust out the slow cooker too. Even though I feel like the slow cooker is like very wintry, we've been trying to use our oven as little as possible because we're in a rental house right now and it's very hot and the air conditioning doesn't work super well, and like turning on the oven has been really awful. So anyway, I've been trying to use the oven as little as possible. So the slow cooker doesn't like cause that, or the slow cooker and the air fryer don't cause the house to get hot in the same way that the oven does. Anyway, then we watched TV. We were watching season 2 of Mindhunter this week, which was a really good show on Netflix about the FBI. And on Tuesday, we went to the playground and we met some of our friends from school there. I just had like my son and the baby, and we've been like, meeting up with them occasionally to play outside. And then I did some like bathroom shopping this day. Like we've picking out stuff for the new house, and I did like put a bunch of stuff on our Pinterest board because we have an appointment like at a store coming up and everything, so we wanted to have like a lot of stuff like bookmarked for that. And then I did some more reading this day, and I did some filming, and we finished Mindhunter Season 2 on Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, we had an appointment with the contractor. I mean, I didn't go. He just went back to the house to take some more measurements and stuff for some drawings that we're just trying to like get a finalized plan so that we can get the permitting started. Hopefully starting construction soon. I cannot wait to put starting construction in my planner. It's going to be a happy day. Anyway, this day I finished Empire of Gold, which is the last book in the Dave Bod, however you say that, trilogy. Love this trilogy. The first 2 books, I was like, this is my new favorite fantasy series since Harry Potter. To be honest, I didn't like the third one, the final one, quite as much, but it's still amazing and still the best fantasy series I've read in like a really long time. I just wasn't as crazy about the last one as I was about the first 2, and I've actually been reading a little bit less fantasy lately. Anyway, I also painted my nails and did a bunch of work stuff, and we just watched TV that day. This was like the kind of the beginning of starting to work on some of like these projects that I have going on for August, which is like the first projects I've picked up since before the baby was born, besides like my regular Monday thing. And then on Thursday, I was like really tired. We've been having some infant sleep issues lately. I mean, it's kids. What are you going to do? It happens. And I also returned my library books, and we went for a walk, which usually I like walk to return the library books, but yeah, I don't know. And that's why you'll often see those 2 things marked together, because we do live walking distance from the library, which has been amazing and so nice. And like, I'm so obsessed with the library right now. Anyway, my husband brought home Chipotle for lunch for me, which was really nice. And then that evening, oh my gosh, the kids took a brand new bottle of baby shampoo, like a large bottle, and dumped it all over themselves. They had so much soap on themselves. Like I can't even describe how much soap they had on themselves. Like my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old. And like it took forever to get off. We like couldn't get it all off them. There is an amount of soap that becomes hard to wash off with water. Anyway, it was a disaster. And then that night we just watched TV and hung out. Anyway, on Friday, I tidied up because we were like planning to go to the beach on Saturday. And I did some filming. I did some work. I finished reading Turtles All the Way Down, which is a YA book by like one of my favorite writers who I'm totally blanking on. Oh, John Green, I think. He wrote like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist and like a bunch of books like that. Anyway, I really, really liked that author, and it was just like one of his books that I had never read before. And then we watched Old Guard, which is like a movie on Netflix on TV, and we ordered Indian takeout. And then in the middle of the night, my daughter like woke up hysterical and like so wheezy, and anyway, we knew something was wrong, and we were like really
her breathing sounded so bad even after we got her to calm down. So my husband ended up taking her to the ER because I have the baby nursing. So it was easier for him to take her. And she's, like I said, 100% fine now. They gave her a steroid to help with the breathing. And like by the time the steroid wore off, because it's like a long acting one, by the time it wore off, she was already feeling like 95% regular, I would say. Anyway, so it was really good, and she actually never got a fever or anything, so it was just like one really scary night, and then just a few days recovery with a cough. And then on Saturday, that night, my mother-in-law had slept over because I just wanted to make sure just in case like something was wrong. So she came over like late at night, and she just ended up sleeping over in case we needed more help with the kids or something else happened or anything like that, which was really nice of her to come over and help us. But then, so she left in the morning, and then we went on a coffee run and over to my dad's house, which was empty. We just had to get out of the house because our cleaning people were coming because we weren't supposed to be home. So anyway, we just hung out at my dad's for a little. No one was there or anything. We just took the kids over there. And then I finished Darius the Great. Actually, I finished 2 books this day, Darius the Great and Real Life. Real Life was bad. I didn't really like that. And Darius the Great was really good. And there's a sequel coming out really soon, so I can't wait to read that. And then we did a little grocery shopping, or my husband did, and we just hung out. On Sunday, we like woke up and just went to Dunkin' Donuts and drove down the shore, since my brother and his wife had actually left like late on Saturday because their daughter was also like not feeling well. So I don't know what was going on, because they like, you know, I don't know what was going on, why all these kids are getting sick. But anyway, so we were like missing each other so that we don't spread our germs, etc. We all took naps together once we got to the beach house, like including me, which was really nice. And then we ordered like a seafood takeout fest for dinner, and it was amazing from like this restaurant that's nearby. And I took a bath that night actually, because everyone was like gone from the house, so I could use the bathtub in my dad's bathroom, which was really nice. And actually the baby, we ended up like having the baby sleep in my dad's closet like this whole next week too when we were down there, and I slept in my dad's room, and like everybody had their own bedroom because we were like taking over all the rooms in the house, and it was so nice. Everybody sleeps so well when they're like not in each other's space, and I really cannot wait to not have the baby in the bedroom with me anymore, but we have to wait till we move, until our construction's done, because we don't have space in our rental or like in the house until the construction is finished for the baby to have her own room. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to that, because I do think it'll help with sleeping a lot. I just feel like when the kids can all hear each other, and then when the baby can hear me or smell me or whatever, it makes them wake up so much more. And like when everybody's in their own space, they just definitely sleep better. Anyway, so it was really nice to have all this extra space, even like more than we usually have at home, and just like to spread out, and like people slept in. It was glorious, but it was nice to catch up on some sleep.
Okay, that is everything all wrapped up. I love how this looks. So gorgeous. Let me show you what I've left from the kit. So I did pull in a bunch of quarter boxes, and I think use like almost all of, some of the smaller ones I didn't use, but I used like most of the functional stuff in this kit. I have a little bit of deco and a little bit of sidebar stuff left as well, but that is everything. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!